Here we see your tight end, Jacob Logan. Going to be maybe an emotional, more so than any game this year, Saturday against UIW. Jacob, it's Fort cancer. Your mother found out in December she was battling breast cancer. Thankfully, she appears to be in remission, which is a wonderful thing. But for you, let's go back to December. You find that news out, which it's tough for anyone to hear, especially someone in college. What was your reaction and kind of the thoughts that hit when you found out your mom was battling cancer?
Yeah, so basically my reaction was it's kind of weird because I was sitting in my house. I think I was playing video games with my brother, and we were just relaxing, kicking back, enjoying the break. And I haven't seen him for a while. And then, my mom came down to talk to her. I haven't seen her all day, and I saw that she was crying and tearing up, and I'd asked what was wrong. And usually she's the one she likes to keep stuff from me that's major like that, so I don't focus on it too much, so it doesn't hinder me from school and football. And so whenever she came inside and told us, set us down and broke everything down, let us know, it was very emotional for me. I want to say it put everything in perspective for me. It kind of made me hit a block for a second there, and I had to sit down and really go over everything in my mind and kind of be to myself for a while. And actually, it hurt my mental health a little bit. So I'm still trying to shake back from that. But every day is a new struggle with it, but it's going well so far.
For you, you're a guy that when you play, you show a lot of emotion. You're very fiery. You're very vocal on the field. Is that your personality off the field? And if so, is that a way to kind of combat some of the tough days?
Honestly, yes and no. When I'm around my friends and certain friends, really, I let my true personality come out, which is very fiery, always hyper, always going. When I'm around my girlfriend or my parents, I'm very calm and very chill, and don't let them see that side of me. But pretty much for the most part, my emotions on the field do come from stuff that's happened to me off the field, especially at home. When it comes to, my mom being diagnosed with cancer, or my dad having Parkinson's disease, or my mom having stage 3 kidney failure, stuff like that. It just all comes into play, and that's the only way I can let it out is on the field safely. So
that list of things that you just mentioned, that sounds like your mom's a fighter. And you're, like you said, you're a fiery, you're not afraid to mix it up in a good way on the field. Mm-hmm. Does it come from her?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Every day I see my mom wake up and do several things I don't know if I'd be able to do in one day. It's ridiculous. There was one point where she used to work 2 jobs, battling with kidney failure when I was in high school. There's times where she has to go to the school and worry about if a student's going to hit her when she teaches that day. And then she has to come home and take care of my dad, who has Parkinson's disease, and then make sure she gets in bed at night to be able to plug into her dialysis machine so she doesn't miss that, which is very critical for her health. She does a lot every day for my family and for me. So I just hope one day I can give back to her as much as she's given me.
Saturday will be Fort Cancer, as we mentioned. For you, what does that mean? So many people are affected by this disease, family members, friends, loved ones. For you, first time to play in this, now that it really has hit home, what does that mean?
It means a lot. It gives me even another reason to go out there and just perform the best way I can and play with the same emotions I've been playing with. I think it allows me to kind of understand a little bit more why I'm doing what I'm doing and having more passion for it than probably I ever had before, especially considering that day is for cancer, survivors and people going through cancer as well.
I believe on your Twitter account, you posted a photo maybe a month or so ago with her ringing the bell down there, you being from the Houston area. MD Anderson is such a big part of the Houston community. What did that mean for her to ring the bell and to kind of signify at least one step toward remission?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I remember I was sitting in my house, and my girlfriend was actually on the way from Natchitoches to Houston to visit me. And my mom called me, and she was crying again. And I was like, man, this can't be good. Obviously, I thought, oh, here we go all over again. And she told me that she rang the bell, and she sent me the picture. I immediately posted on Twitter. I want to let friends, family, and everybody who knew what was going on and who didn't know what was going on, what just happened. It was probably one of the most happiest days in my life.
Happy tears on your end?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, Jacob, let's also kind of focus. That will be the focus, but for you guys, this past week, kind of hitting the reset button as we get into talking a little bit about football. It was a change because of Hurricane Ida. You were expected to have a bye week in November. You get it in September. Did it feel like a natural break in going from non-conference into conference to have that week off?
I want to say no. It was kind of weird because, I usually, because even at my last school, most of the time our bye weeks were pretty much the second to last week of the season. So having a bye week that early in the season was pretty new for me. But on the other hand, I really do enjoy it, and I do think it's best for this team that we had that week to reevaluate and assess going into the first week of conference play. I think it was really good for us, and we got a lot of good work out there done. I think we're ready to go.
Feel like you kind of got to hit the reset button a little bit?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, Jacob, thank you so much.
Thank you.